Bo Peep is such an amazing character in the Toy Story franchise, so in this video, let's talk about her a little bit. Did you know that she wasn't always supposed to be Woody's love interest? Originally, the plan was to have a Barbie doll as Woody's girlfriend in the first Toy Story. But here's the kicker. Mattel wasn't on board with letting Disney use Barbie, so they decided to turn it down. But after the first movie became a huge hit and sales for other toys, like Mr. Potato Head, skyrocketed, Mattel changed their tune. They ended up giving Disney the green light to include Barbie in Toy Story 2, 3, and 4. Now, let's get into some of the action. Remember that intense scene during the infamous Black Friday reel? Bo Peep was actually the first one to point fingers at Woody, accusing him of tossing Buzz out of the window on purpose.
He's got his roadkill. He ain't going to pizza now.
Woody, you deliberately threw Buzz out the window.
And she didn't stop there. She even joined in on the chaos by helping to throw Woody off the bed. Later, thanks to Slinky, Woody ended up out the window too, but you can imagine she probably felt pretty guilty once they realized Woody was missing. And here's a fun fact. In that early version, Bo Peep had a bit of a different vibe. She was voiced by Kath Soucie, who gave her a charming Southern Belle accent. It added a unique flavor to her character that you don't really hear in the later films. If you've watched the series, you might have noticed that Bo Peep kind of fades into the background after the first film. It's actually pretty interesting, and you can find some insights in the art of Toy Story 3. In the very first Toy Story, Bo Peep is one of the main characters. She's like the voice of reason among the toys, always keeping things grounded. But here's the twist. She's not even one of Andy's toys. Instead, she's part of a porcelain lamp in Molly's room. She's basically a lamp toy, which is a bit different from the others. Now, when it comes to the action-packed moments with the gang, things get tricky for her. Since she's made of porcelain, there's always the risk that she could shatter into a million pieces if she gets caught up in any of those wild stunts. Imagine trying to keep up with Woody and Buzz when you're basically a fragile decoration. Because of this, the writers struggled to find a good way to include her in the story, which is why she only appears at the beginning and end of Toy Story 2. But here's where it gets a bit sad. By the time Toy Story 3 rolls around, she is completely written out of the story, and it actually makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah, we've lost friends along the way. Wheezy and Etch and
Bo Peep?
yeah, even Bo.
Molly and Andy have grown up, and they probably wouldn't have much use for a porcelain lamp toy anymore. This really highlights the theme of loss that runs through the series. The toys, including Bo, represent the things we leave behind as we grow up. Also, there's the idea that when Andy finally gives his toys to Bonnie at the end of Toy Story 3, he probably wouldn't even mention Bo Peep. It's actually a bittersweet moment, reflecting how much has changed since the first film. Alright, we've talked about her development, now let's talk about her personality. She is this super romantic and level-headed toy, and it's kind of obvious in the movie that she's got some serious feelings for Woody, which is why she, along with Slinky, is quick to defend him when he's accused of doing something really bad, like supposedly taking out Buzz when he was pushed off the window, and when Woody also got lost. She became very worried.
Oh, Woody. If only you could see how much Andy misses you.
It's like she's got this mix of love and concern that just makes her so relatable. But here's the thing. Even with all that drama, Bo is a total free spirit. She's not one to just take everyone's word for it. She believes in seeing things for herself. Like that time she peeks through Lenny's visor and spots Buzz riding behind Woody on RC. The other toys trust her word right away because they know she's not one to make things up. It's like she's got this natural leadership vibe going on. Once she ends up in Molly's room, Bo really steps up her game. Woody even says she's the best at calming Molly down when she cries at night, which is a big deal since those cries can really stress out the whole toy crew. It's clear that she has a knack for keeping everyone together, even in tough times. Now, since she's moved on from Andy, Bo's perspective on life has totally shifted. As a lost toy, she's not worried about being loved by a kid anymore. Instead, she's all about exploring the world and embracing her freedom. But don't get it twisted, she still has a soft spot for Molly. The memories they shared are special to her, and that's what drives her to help Woody find a toy that belongs to his new kid Bonnie in Toy Story 4.